Okay po, So, best interest of the child refers to the totality of the circumstances and conditions which are most congenial to the survival, protections of feelings of security of the child and most encouraging to the child's physical, psychological, and emotional, encouraging the child and the emotional development. It also means the least detrimental available alternatives for safeguarding the growth and development of the child. So, best interest of the child. So, ito, lahat ng para sa bata, best interest ng sa bata, kagaya po ng physical, psychological, and emotional development, okay? Which are most congenial to the survival, protection of the feelings and security of the child. So, another word that is the best interest of the child refers to the totality of the circumstances and conditions which are most congenial to the survival, protection, and feelings and security of the child. Now, another word or another term is child at risk. Pag sinabi pong child at risk, who is vulnerable to a risk of committing criminal offenses because of personal, family, and social circumstances. Ito po yung mga bata na very prone na makakumit ng mga crimes, ng offenses. Okay? Dahil po sa mga circumstansya. Anong circumstansya? Even the family and social circumstances. Yung personal. Ito po yung mga minor. Mula sa pamilya, may problema doon. Kaya vulnerable sila anytime. Okay?
Yes.
Kung masyadong malupit yung magulang, kung ang pagpapalaki sa kanila ay hindi maganda, paglabas, apektado yan. Kung ano yung ginagawa ng ama, kung ano yung ginagawa ng ina, nagagaya. Especially po pag ang bata 2 to 6 years old. Kung ano po ang matutunan yan, yan na po ang kagagawihan niyan hanggang sa lumaki. Okay po, mahirap na pong balugtutin ang natutuhan yan. 6 years old, hindi mo na kayang supilin yan. Tatango-tango na lang sa iyo yan. Kung ano makita niyan, yan ang may imitate ng bata. So, child at risk ang tawag po dyan. Vulnerable yan for committing offenses. Okay? Child in conflict with the law. Ito na po yun sa 9344. Okay? Youth offender ang tawag po sa PD 603. Pagdating po dito sa atin, sa child in conflict with the law, ang tawag, that is under the Republic Act 9344. Okay po, which is our Juvenile Justice Welfare Act. Juvenile Justice Welfare Act of 2006. Okay po. So, child in conflict with the law. Pag tinawag pong community-based program, refers to the program provided by the community, setting developed for purposes of intervention and diversion, as well as rehabilitation of the child in conflict with the law for reintegration into her family or community. Ito pong community-based program, okay, nasa non-correctional po ito, non-institutional correction. Ito po, nire-rehabilitate ang bata hindi sa presohan, sa community under the supervision of the Juvenile justice system or juvenile court. Okay. So, community-based program. Deprivation of liberty refers to any form of detention, imprisonment, or to the placement of the child in conflict with the law in the public or private custodial setting for which the child is in conflict with the law is not permitted to live at will by order of any judicial or administrative authority. So, deprivation of liberty. Pag minor ka, meron din po tayong tinatawag na inaaresto ka, kinokustody ka. Pero kinokustody ka po, not in the jail. Okay? If you are minors, your custody is not in the jail. It is in the institution of the Juvenile Welfare Act of 2006. Doon po sa Bahay Pag-asa. Ito po reiterated in the amended of Republic Act 10630. Okay. So, pag doon ka po inilagay, hindi ka pwedeng lumabas. Okay? Doon ka lang. Hanggang sa age mo mag-18 years old. Okay? Bago ka dadalhin sa court. Or, bago ka i-release ng court. Nakukuha niyo po? Okay. When we talk of diversion, refers to the alternative child appropriate process of determining the responsibility and treatment of the child in conflict with the law on the basis of his, her social, cultural, economic, psychological, or educational background without resorting to formal court proceeding. Elaborate ko po yan. Difference niyan, diversion at saka diversion program. Okay? Babalikan po natin. Diversion program muna tayo. Pag sinabi pong diversion program, this is a program. Okay? Refers to the program that the child in conflict with the law is required to undergo after his, her, is found responsible for an offense without resorting to formal court proceeding. Okay. Ito po, may mga programa. Ang diversion program, there are programs para sa mga child in conflict with the law. Nire-required ka to undergo the program. And then, he, she is found responsible for an offense without resorting formal court proceeding. Nandyan na po yung rehabilitation mo, nandyan na po yung treatment, dyan sa program na yan. Okay po? Now, anong pagkakaiba ng diversion program sa diversion? Pag sinabi pong diversion, ito ay isang proseso. Dinedetermine kung yung child in conflict with the law ay responsible for the offense committed. Ngayon, kung responsible, what are the treatment to be treated? What are the treatment to be given to sa child in conflict with the law? Nakukuha po nyo? Samantalang yung diversion program, it is already a program. Ibibigay na po. No? I-rehabilitate na po. There are programs for rehabilitation for the child in conflict with the law who is responsible for the offense. Pero pag sinabing diversion, proseso pala po aalamin. Ito bang batang ito talaga responsable dun sa offense na naka-charge. Okay? Kung responsable ito, ano yung treatment na nababagay dito sa batang to? Okay, so we know now the difference between the two. Yung isa, diversion, is the process. in determining the responsibility of the child in conflict with the law or the child. Okay? And if he or she is responsible, the treatment to be given to that child. Whereas the diversion program is already an activities or a program for rehabilitation to the child in conflict with the law, which is responsible to a certain offense. Nakukuha po? That's the difference. Lumalabas po yan, even sa board. Initial contact with the child. Pag sinabing initial contact with the child, ito po yung nag-a-apprehend sa bata. No, isa po. The apprehension or taking into custody of a child in conflict with the law by law enforcement officer or private citizens. Pwede ka namang tapos ita-take over ka. Okay? Or private citizens. Initial contact with the law. Initial contact with the child. Okay? Ito po, ito yung mga ang nagko-contact dyan pag ina-apprehend yan, law enforcer. Siyempre ang umuhuli dyan, halimbawa, curfew hour, umuhuli dyan, police, law enforcer. O kaya the private citizens. Okay? Pwede mag-apprehend dyan. So yan ang initial contact with the child, nilalagay sa custody. Then afterward, turn over yan. Okay? To the proper authorities. Another term, intervention. Ito po, very important ito. Sa term na ito, intervention refer to the series of activities. Ito na yung mga activities which are designed to address issues that cause the child to commit an offense. Ito na yung mga activities, yung mga issues na yan, doon sa nagkukos, doon sa child na makakommit ng mga offenses. It may take the form of individual treatment program. So, intervention, papasok yung mga programa, which may include counseling, skill training, education, emotional and psychosocial well-being. Yun po ang mga programa or aktibidades na ibibigay sa child in conflict with the law na matuklasan ang kadahilanan kung bakit nakakomit ng offense ang isang bata. Another term, juvenile justice and welfare system, refers to a system dealing with the children at risk. So alam na natin yung child at risk, yung po yung vulnerable na makakomit ng offense. Okay? Which provides child-appropriate proceedings, including programs and services for prevention, diversion, rehabilitation, reintegration, and aftercare to ensure the normal growth and development. So ito na po yung sinasabi nating juvenile justice and welfare system. Ito na yung sistema. Lahat ng programa, lahat ng activities, kung paano ibibigay sa isang child in conflict with the law to be in order for the child to be rehabilitated. These are the activities, no? Prevention, diversion, rehabilitation, reintegration, aftercare to ensure the normal growth and development of the child. Para sa pagbabalik, okay, ng bata sa community. Law enforcement officer refers to the person in authority in his/her agents as defined in the Article 152 Revised Penal Code, including a barangay tanod. Guys, siguro naiintindihan niyo po ito. Pag sinabing person in authority, ano po ito? Ano po itong mga taong ito? At ano rin po ang difference ng per agent in authority? Okay, I will differentiate. May narinig ako kanina na nagsabi, okay, a person in authority are the person that are appointed, no, or elected by means of elections. So the mayor is a person in authority. The kapitan, barangay, is a person in authority. They are elected, no? Lupon, tagapamayapa, they are person in authority because they are appointed by the barangay captain and attested by the DILG, Department of Local Government, no? So they are person in authority. Ano naman po yung agent in authority? The agent in authority are the policemen, the tanod, okay, the NBI, the PDEA. They are agent in authority. Okay? So, those are the difference. Yung tanod, agent in authority yun. Okay? Then we have recognizance. Nabanggit kanina po, yes, sa sinasabi ko about the bail. When we discuss about the bail, yun po yung sinasabi natin type of bail. Isa po ang recognizance. Halimbawa po, isang minor, okay? Nire-recognize o recognizance yan, bail, a type of bail ng isang child in conflict with the law. Para saan po? Ginagaranti ng mayor, let's say, na yung batang yan, once may hearing, a-appeal yan sa court or any court or even sa respective court. Okay po? Okay, assurance po yun na darating ang child in conflict with the law. That is what you call recognizance. So, 3-person undertaking in lieu of the bond assured by a parent, pwede ang parent, no? Or custodian who shall be responsible for the appearance in court of the child in conflict with the law when required. Okay, pag may sampina, kailangan umatin yun. Then we have restorative justice. Ano ba ito restorative justice? Sa pagkakaintindi nyo, this refers to the principle which require a process of resolving conflicts, no? Yung disagreement with the maximum involvement of the victim and the offender. Kahit na sabihin nating minor ka, criminal liability mo wala, pero ang civil liability mo meron. Kaya re-restore po yun, the victim and the offender. Kung kailangan, may kailangan ang victim, ipoprovide yan ng offender. Kung hindi kaya ng offender, ipoprovide ng parents. Di ba po? Halimbawa po, kailangan ng financial, nasaktan yung bata, sasagutin niya ng parents or sasagutin niya ng offender. I-restore. Okay? So, conflicts with the maximum involvement of the victim, the offender, and the community. It seeks to obtain reparation of the victim, reconciliation of the offended, and the community. Magkasundo-sundo sila. No, na magkita-kita uli sila, magkakaibigan na sila. Okay? Restore the justice. That is restorative justice. Ano naman po ang status offense? Yan po, binigay ko sa prelim. What do you call status offense? Refer to offenses which discriminates only against a child. Pag ang bata nakakakumit, ang tawag dyan, status offense. Okay? Status offense. While an adult does not suffer any penalty from committing similar acts. Ang ibig ko po sabihin, halimbawa po, yung curfew hour, yan po sa bata lang. Okay? Status offense yan for the minor. At 10 o'clock, wala nang batang galagala. Pero ang adult, kahit galagala, hindi yan a-apprehend ng law enforcement. Nakukuha po nyo? Any question? Okay po, nakakaintindihan tayo. Okay, Juvenile Justice and Welfare Council. Anong tawag po dito? JJWC. Okay? Sundan nyo po sa module nyo, JJWC. Okay? The chairman ng Juvenile Justice and Welfare Council, okay? And Welfare Council is the Undersecretary of what? Undersecretary ng DSWD. Yan po ang chairman. Undersecretary ng DSWD. That is the chairman of Juvenile Justice and Welfare Council. Under the Department of Justice, DOJ. Attached to the Department of Justice and placed under the administrative supervision. So, the JJWC shall be chaired by an Undersecretary of the Department of Social Welfare and Development. It shall ensure effective implementation of the Republic Act 9344. Ano mga composition? Nandiyan po yan. Hanapin nyo kung nandiyan nakalagay. Composition of JJWC, Department of Justice, Council of Welfare of Children, Department of Education, Department of Interior and Local Government, Public Attorney's Office, Bureau of Corrections, Parole and Probation Administration, National Bureau of Investigation, Philippine National Police, Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, Commission on Human Rights, pati po ito, Technical Education and Skill Development Authority. Ano yan? TESDA. Kasama po yan sa nagre-rehab sa mga bata. Okay? Para hindi magkaroon, para maging busy ang bata, pasok po ang Technical Education and Skill Development Authority. Para maging busy, para pakinabangan nila, magkaroon ng hanap buhay. Oo, marami po. May welding, mayroong sa tourism, kung ano-ano, may electronics. There are so many skills na hindi mo kailangan ng college graduate. High school graduate lang, okay na. Okay. O even arts graduate, pwede na. Okay po, those are the composition of JJWC. Ngayon, punta po tayo. Age of criminal responsibility and presumption of minority. Sino po ba ang exempted sa 9344? Okay, ulitin ko po. A child who is 15 years of age or under the time of commission of offense. Exempted po yan. Hanggang 15 years of age. Even below. Walang criminal liability yan. Release mo kagad yan. Okay? A child above 15. Above 15. 15 in 1 day. Above na yan, ha? 15 in 1 day. Years of age, but below 18. Below 18 years of age, if he or she acted without discernment. Yan po, exempted din. Without discernment. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng with discernment and without discernment? Pag sinabing with discernment, the child knows the right and wrong. Okay? Without discernment, the child does not know the right and wrong. Okay po. Halimbawa po, may ginawa ang bata, ginawa niya yun, hindi niya alam kung ano ang tama, kung ano ang mali. Okay? So, tanda po, ano accepted na una, yung below 15 o exacto 15. No criminal liability yan. Ngayon kung above 15, below 18, pwede din. No criminal liability. Basta without discernment. Pag may discernment, hindi ka na exempted. Okay. Determination of age, paano daw malalaman na below 15? O kaya 15 above, but below 18. Okay, the age of the child may be determined from the child birth certificate. Isa yan. Okay, baptismal certificate. Another thing. Or any pertinent documents. In the absence of this document, age may be based on information from the child himself. Tanungin mo yung bata kung ilang taon na siya. Minsan nagsasabi yan, nadudulas siya kung ilang taon. Okay? Pero minsan kasi, I don't know if you will agree, meron dyan bata, ang tingin mo, ano na, malaking bulas, tapos, what do you call this? Malaking bulas, tapos ang mukha niya mature. Kaya akala mo, uy, 25 anyos na to Parang gano'n. Pero, bata pa pala. The proof, labas mo yung birth certificate mo. Baptismal certificate mo. Okay po? So, yun po ang determination ng child. The child in conflict with the law shall enjoy the presumption of minority. Hindi innocent, Presumption of minority. Sinong mag-ano niyan? Mag-prevail niyan? Mag-avail niyan? Yung mga minors. Presumption of minority. Okay. Treatment of children below the age of criminal responsibility. Halimbawa po, if it has been determined that the child taken into custody is 15 years old or below, di walang criminal responsibility yan, guys. Okay? Walang criminal responsibility. Immediately release the child to the custody of her parents or guardian. Ibalik mo sa magulang. Release mo yan. Yan ang gagawin mo. Pero, sasabihan mo mga magulang yan na ganito. So that the parents will be the one to be responsible with their child. But there is a downside. May downside daw po yan. What is Intensive Juvenile Intervention and Support Center? Ano po yun? IJISC. Ulitin ko po. IJISC. Yan po yung downside na halimbawa po ibalik sa magulang or halimbawa din hindi ibalik sa magulang. Ito yung na-amend sa Republic Act 10630, every bahay pag-asa, doon ka i-detain. Yung child in conflict with the law, doon siya dadalhin. Kapag serious ang offense. Halimbawa, homicide. A serious offense. Okay, so hindi kayo babalik sa magulang mo. Dadaling ka sa IJISC. Ano yon? Intensive Intervention and Support Center. Ano yon? Specifically, ang tawag doon, bahay pag-asa. Nakukuha po, bahay pag-asa. A facility called the Intensive Juvenile Support Center. Yan ang facilities na yan. Bahay pag-asa ang pangalan. So, for the children in conflict with the law, especially those children who is above 12, above 12 na, above 12 of age, up to 15 of age, found to have committed serious crime and who commit an offense to the second or opener. Halimbawa, paulit-ulit na. Wala na, didetain mo na yan talaga. Okay. Doon sa bahay pag-asa. Ano po itong bahay pag-asa? Is supervised and even being supported by the local government unit. Okay? And there is even budget for bahay pag-asa. Saan kukuha ng pagkain yung mga yan? Okay, so may budget po yan from the local government unit. Okay, if the child is above 15, above 15 years old but below 18, and who acted with discernment, he knows the right and wrong. He knows what is right, what is wrong. Okay? Proceed to diversion. Proceed sa diversion siya. Hindi rin siya sa court. Okay? Proceed to diversion. Acted with discernment. If acted with discernment, proceed with diversion. Imbestigahan siya doon, poproseso siya doon. Ano responsibility niya doon sa offense charge, and then anong treatment ang kailangan para sa kanya. Acted without discernment, she doesn't know what is right and wrong. Okay? Release the child. Who determine discernment? It's the court. Sino magsasabi, ang batang yan, alam niya ang tama, alam niya ang mali. Court pa rin. Then, bibigay ka na sa diversion. Okay. And diversion refers to the alternative, the process of determining responsibility, inuulit ko, of the child, and including the treatment suitable to the child. Tingnan nyo gaano inaalagaan yung mga batang yan. Pero, nagmumula yan sa parental. No? Tapos, minsan, 10 years old lang, grabe na. Hindi mo na masaway. Okay? 12, marunong na ma-rape. Okay? So, I don't know. System of diversion. Sabi, sa diversion tayo. So, we go on the system of diversion. Number 1, or letter A, where the imposable penalty for the crime committed is not more than 6 years. Pag yung bata, yung krimen niya, not more than 6 years. Imprisonment, the law enforcement officer or punong barangay, kasama na naman si kapitan, okay, with the assistance of the local social welfare and development officers or other member of LCPC shall conduct immediate family conferencing conciliation resolution in accordance with the best interest of the child. O-conference ka dyan with the family conciliation and conciliation resolution para sa best interest ng child. Note, if there is indigenous or local barangay rehabilitation program, this has to be implemented in the penalty that does not exceed 6 years. Kung meron yung barangay, may barangay na sa Manila, liliit ng barangay, di ba? Sa mo pa ititintain nyo. Ano pa programa meron? Yun yung letter A. Yung letter B, victimless crime. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng victimless crime?
Victimless.
Walang victim. Okay? Ano yung mga victimless crime na yan? Prostitution. Diba? Kahit bata pa. Okay? Binubugaw na. Okay? Sarili pang magulang. Marami po yan. Okay. In victimless crimes and penalty not more than 6 years, the local social welfare and development officer meet with the child and her parents or guardian for the development of the appropriate diversion and rehabilitation program. Yung mga victimless crime. Okay po. Victimless crime, when there is a private, no offended party, walang biktima, walang na-offend, okay, walang individual na nasaktan, victimless crime yan. Sample, drug trafficking, walang nasaktan yan, na-high pa. Okay? Drug trafficking, prostitution, yan. Victimless crime yan. And letter C, impossibility penalty of crime committed exceeds 6 years. Lumampas ng 6. 6 years and 1 day. Diversion measures may be resorted to only. Pwede pa rin diversion. Pero hindi na sa 9344, hindi na sa Juvenile Justice Court, Juvenile Justice System. Sana by the court. Okay, sila na ang magre-resort nito. Resorted to them. Imprisonment, diversion measure may be resorted to only the court. That is how many? More than 6 years imprisonment, if the penalty. Okay, take note of this. Important notes. If during the conferencing, mediation, and conciliation, nag-uusap-usap, nagko-konferensya, the child voluntarily admits, sabi ng totoo, admits the commission of the crime, of the commission of the act. A diversion program shall be developed when appropriate and desirable. Such admission shall not be used against the child. Inamin niya yung pagkakamali niya. Inamin niya yung offense. Ako po yung nagnakaw. Ako po yung nanghipo. Inamin niya. Kailangan, hindi mo gagamitin against the child yung pag-amin niya. Pagkos, ipapasok mo siya sa diversion program. Okay po? Kasi umamin kagad siya. Nakuha po? Okay. Subsequent judicial, quasi-judicial, or administrative proceeding. The diversion proceeding shall be completed within ilan? Take note of this. Diversion program or the diversion proceeding will be completed within 45 days. Baka wala dyan sa manual. Within 45 days. Okay. At the level of punong barangay, kinds of diversion program. Pagdating po sa barangay captain o punong barangay, meron silang kinds ng diversion program. Restitution of property, pay damage. Halimbawa, na-damage yung property. Reparation of damage cost, pay mo na naman yung damage. Yan yung civil liability sa criminal, wala yan. Indemnification of consequential damages, pay the damage na naman. Okay, maraming pay yan. Written or oral apology. Kailangan humingi ka ng tawad dun sa biktima. Okay? Kung patatawarin ka. Kaya minsan, pag ganyan, kinakasal pa nga. Diba? Halimbawa, inipuan, ganyan-ganyan. No string attached. Halimbawa, nilamas-lamas, ganyan-ganyan. Magkakasunduan, pinakakasal na lang. Okay. Care, guidance and supervision order, counseling for child in conflict with the law and child family, attendance in trainings and seminars and lectures on, meron pa mga seminar daw yan, anger management skills, problem solving for conflict resolution skill. Ang bata kasi, pag medyo nasa edad na, halimbawa, 10 years old na, naku, kailangan seminar mo na yan. Kasi po, ang natutuwa niya from 2 to 6 years, ang hirap na niyang makalimutan yan. Yan ang gagawin niyan. Okay? Values formation, yung mga seminar. Other skill which will aid the child in dealing with the situation which can lead to repetition of the offense para hindi siya umulit. No? Participation in available community-based program, including community services. And then participation in education, vocation, and life skills program. Ngayon, kinds of diversion program na. Ito, diversion lang. Ito naman, anong programa? At the level of the law enforcement officer and prosecutor. Kapag nasa prosecutor na. Okay? Diversion program is specified under diversion under barangay level and confiscation of forfeiture of proceeds or instrument of the crime at the level of appropriate court. Letter C. Diversion program, appropriate court na po ito specified under barangay law enforcement and prosecutor, written or oral reprimand or citation to sa bata, fine, payment of the cost of proceedings or institutional care and custody. Kapag preliminary investigation and filing of information, prosecutor na po ito, fiscal na ito. Sa piskalya na, shall conduct a preliminary investigation in the following instances. Kapag ang bata, in conflict with the law, does not qualify for diversion, hindi na siya pwede sa diversion. Okay? When the child, his, her parents, or guardian does not agree to diversion, hindi ayaw ng magulang. When considering the assessment and recommendation of the social worker, the prosecutor determined the diversion is not appropriate for the child in conflict with the law. Ibig sabihin, yung piskal, yung prosecutor, di naniniwala. Magbabago pa yung batang yan. Kahit in diversion proceedings mo yan, ganyan din. So, i-justify yan ng piskal. I-justify yan ng prosecutor. Okay. Kapag ginastify, nag-hearing, nasintensyahan, okay? Sisintensyahan or nasintensyahan, suspended po automatic ang sentence. Ulitin ko po. Kapag sinintensyahan ng court ang child in conflict with the law, automatic po suspension of sentence. Once the child who is under 18 years of age at the time of the commission of the offense is found guilty of the offense charge, the court shall determine and ascertain any civil liability which may have resulted from the offense committed. Suspended, pero yung civil liability mo, hindi suspended yan. Ha? May kabayaran yan para sa biktima. However, instead of pronouncing the judgment of conviction, the court shall place the child in conflict with the law under suspended sentence without need of application. Hindi na kailangan mag-apply. Hindi na kailangan yung bail. No application for bail. Hindi na po yun. Ito, for suspended ang sentence, suspension of sentence, ang court, ipopronounce niya po ito, suspended sentence without application. Okay. Return of the child in conflict with the law. Come to court. Halimbawa po, once the execution of sentence is suspended, the child will be released to the community subject to the rehabilitation program of the Department of DWSD. I-release ka, suspended, di ba? Pero, supervision ka na DWSD. Okay? There is DWSD to oversee the program. If the child reaches 18 years old, the child returned to the court. If the court finds that the objective of the disposition measures imposed upon the child in conflict with the law has not been fulfilled, or if the child is in conflict with the law has willfully failed, okay, to comply with the conditions of her disposition or rehabilitation program, the child in conflict with the law shall be brought before the court for the execution of judgment. Halimbawa po, suspended, nilagay ka ngayon sa DSWD under the supervision ng DSWD. Tapos po, hindi ka nagbago. Pagdating uli sa court, na found out ng court, walang improvement. Okay? Automatic po, sisentensyahan ka. Okay. If the said child is in conflict with the law, has reached 18 years of age while under suspended sentence, the court shall determine whether to discharge the child, to order execution of sentence, or to extend suspended sentence for a certain specific period or until the child reaches maximum age of 21. Albo, 18 ka na, binalik ka sa court. Okay? Determine ang court kung yung sentence mo i-discharge ka or sisentensyahan ka na or bibigyan ka pa ng pangatlo. Hihintayin uli na maging 21 years old ka, baka sakali. Then, ibabalik ka uli sa court for the determination of the judge. Okay? Okay po. Maliwanag po ba yung pinag-uusapan natin?
Yes.
Alam na po natin yung child in conflict with the law. Nakita po natin specified what belongs to the Republic Act 9344 and the amended Republic Act 10630. Okay po, malinaw po ba yun? Any question? On the module, you can also follow, it is stated there, given the parental authority and the adoption. Any question? Okay, if none, thank you.
Sir, thank you.